The final trailer for Tears of the Kingdom just dropped, and I could not be happier to be a Zelda fan. How's it going, everybody? I'm Linkachu. Welcome back to another video, and today I'm giving my thoughts on Tears of the Kingdom's final trailer. There's a lot of things that I noticed and that I wanted to point out from this trailer, and even just some small little fan theories that I came up with watching this trailer over and over, because it is amazing. Have you seen this trailer? It is 4 minutes of pure goodness. And I guess the big thing is asking the question, will Tears of the Kingdom be better than Breath of the Wild? Right off the bat, just seeing some of the first shots in this trailer, Hyrule looks so filled. It is like there is things everywhere. Up in the mountains, there's like structures and glowing things, and there's just so much more going on in Hyrule. The towns look more lively. It just feels alive, and it feels like it's growing. And obviously, Breath of the Wild is post-apocalyptic, so it's meant to feel a little barren, but this just really feels so alive. For a game with such a huge map that's just so exciting, you want so much to explore. And obviously, coming from Breath of the Wild, they needed to add some things. Like in this shot, there's like 10 things that I want to go see. Like I'm like, what is that? What is that? They clearly have filled Hyrule with so many more things, and that's just amazing. And then obviously this shot. This is one of my biggest complaints and wants from Breath of the Wild to Tears of the Kingdom is dungeons. I need dungeons back in my Zelda. I want my traditional Zelda dungeons back. I don't think dungeons are necessary for the game to be good, but something dungeon-like just really elevates the Zelda experience. I really just feel like it's a part of this adventuring. And seeing dungeons replaced by the really bland and repetitive divine beasts and shrines felt like a kick in the nuts. And running through a dungeon in Tears of the Kingdom's like gameplay style just sounds amazing. And there's definitely like a few shots in this trailer that feels like there are dungeons in this game. There's one where it's like looking like he's underneath a volcano in like the Elden region, or Link's falling down the super long shaft with the wingsuit, and there's the lasers, all tactical espionage, Mission Impossible type shit. And like, needless to say, Hyrule has clearly evolved, and you can see things have popped up all over Hyrule, like all new types of structures and buildings, and they've confirmed caves and chasms on the official Nintendo website. So there is definitely some sort of dungeon-like thing going on in this game. There's a bunch of shots that just scream Zelda dungeon. So I'm very excited. I really wanted my traditional type Zelda dungeons back, so I couldn't be happier. And immediately, one of the major things in this trailer is we see Ganondorf. Holy crap, he looks amazing. This shot specifically, I feel like I've seen people speculating that this is like either Demise or Ganondorf's transformation into Demise. I don't know, it definitely looks like him. I definitely see the comparison, but I'm not really sure. But it was confirmed, this corpse that we've been seeing in all these trailers has been in fact Ganondorf. Ganondorf is back in this game, which is crazy because this is the first time we've had physical Ganondorf like this since Twilight Princess, which just, like, saying that out loud is so weird. It doesn't seem right. His design is amazing. This is probably one of the coolest designs for Ganondorf. He looks like some sort of like Ronin type samurai thing. He's got this really crazy look going on. Also, like, did no one tell Link not to touch the stove while it's on? This dude got like 18th degree burn. We also see like an airship in this trailer, which looks so sick. Like, holy. I'm really fingers crossed that the Leviathans get revived because they're really cool and they're like one of the coolest things in the franchise. I know it's such a far reach, but like, it would be so cool to have Leviathans flying around. You can see their corpses in this all over Breath of the Wild. Bring them back, or like have a new one or something. That'd be really cool, especially with all the Sky Island stuff. But otherwise, there's a lot of potential for the Sky Islands. Like, I remember like the giant like manta ray things in Minish Cap would be cool. Probably not. But like, this airship is sick, and it just like really like got my brain turning to like all the cool sky things that they could totally do in this game that they probably won't. And going back to seeing how alive Hyrule is and filled with life compared to Breath of the Wild, there's a bunch of shots where you can see characters that we know from BOTW, or otherwise known as Breath of the Wild, fighting alongside Link, as well as you can also see what looks like random civilians fighting with Link. This shot specifically where he's riding on the horse, you can see a bunch of townspeople or like just random NPCs fighting, and that could totally be like a story mission or some sort of side quest or like in-game event. But it definitely, from this trailer, it looks like Link can recruit the characters that we know, or random NPCs, or just characters to help fight with Link. and you can go on little side quests or missions, and it probably could be a part of the main story, or you can recruit them at any point. I don't know. There seems to be some sort of system where characters will help Link fight, which is really cool. I think that's like an awesome element. Like, I guess when you put it into the perspective, this is like a new generation of Hyrule, and so there's new warriors ready to fight. This isn't the empty Hyrule where it's just Link and Hyrule. There's people in it, and there's people who are like ready to fight for Hyrule, which is really neat. Also, is this the Zonai? What is this weird 90s humanoid makeup creature thing? Is this what you Zelda theorists wanted all along? This is what you wanted? Like, is this the Zonai? Also, this looks like it could be a boss or something. Reminds me of like Golurk from Pokemon. Now this moment in the trailer, this moment I have to talk about. Like, it is probably the most important moment. This moment solidified one of my biggest hopes and feelings from Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild was about Zelda. It was her journey and her story. The story and everything about Breath of the Wild really focused on Princess Zelda. But from everything we've seen from Tears of the Kingdom so far, this game feels like it is about Link and his story, his struggles, and his growth. Just from the trailers alone, you can tell this man is going through it. Like, this guy can't even pick a single outfit to stick to. In Breath of the Wild, Zelda was the core to saving all of Hyrule. It felt like the journey was impossible without Zelda. But now, in this third and final trailer, you hear someone say exactly these words.
Zelda, we rely on your knight, and that legendary sword he carries. Our last line of defense will be Link.
Link.
The music kicks in, and you see Link riding on this giant rock bird. And he's just doing all this crazy cool stuff, and the music's going crazy, and the adventure, it's just, Miyamoto grabbed you and ripped you into the chair, and he threw you into the game. It's like, this is Zelda! This is what it's about! This is the Legend of Zelda! But it's all about Link! This is story! This is Link's game! This is the Legend of Zelda! When I first talked about Breath of the Wild, I complained that we didn't see any growth for Link within Breath of the Wild's story. But now, it's Link's time to shine. Throughout all the trailers for this game, something we keep seeing is the Master Sword being broken. And it's on the logo, it's everywhere. It's a huge part of this game, and it's a big deal. It's the Master Sword, and it's shattered. It's never been in a worse state. And I feel like a part of his journey will be to reforge and return the power to the Master Sword, akin to something like he did in Wind Waker and Minish Cap, or they could make and forge a whole new sword. This also definitely could be the role that Zelda plays. And you also hear in this trailer Zelda say,
I know why I am here. It's something only I can do.
And in that very same shot, in this shot, you can see the Master Sword behind her. And so clearly she's holding onto the Master Sword. You see Zelda with the Master Sword a bunch of times in this trailer. So it feels like Zelda plays a super important role with the Master Sword. And it was also Zelda who Fi spoke to in Breath of the Wild. So there definitely could be something more there. I believe that fixing the Master Sword will be a huge part of this game. Is that the Death Star? Also, this is just so badass. Like, what the hell? Link, you need to pilot the Fridge Ava Mech. I feel like the possibilities of this game are unlimited. Like, you could do crazy shit in Breath of the Wild. People are gonna go insane with this game. People's switches are gonna explode because people are gonna build like 1-to-1 scale moving robots in this game. What is that? And a new original enemy design? Hopefully this means like a sky dungeon with a boss. I feel like there's lots of more unique enemies and boss designs. There's been a couple of things that feel like these are bosses in the game because they just look too big to be random overworld enemies. Like unique bosses compared to like the Calamity Ganons, so much cooler. And this is like one of the big things in the trailer is these teardrop things. They seem to be our main collectible catch-em-all to get the power type item. This is like our main collectible, our pearls, our pendants, our medallions from all the other Zelda games. This is the thing. These for a fact, I know this, are the Tears of the Kingdom. I know this because this is how tears look in Zelda. Look at the moon tears from Majora's Mask, or the Tears of Light from Spirit Tracks. The Tears of the Kingdom come in all colors. You can get it in yellow. Princess Zelda, you can see Zelda with one in the trailer. She has a yellow one, maybe for light. Ganondorf has a red one on his forehead. Sidon has a blue one on his fist. Tulin has one on his bow. It's a green one. And I think you can kind of make out one in Riju's earring, as well as this new character, this angel. She also has one. Hers is yellow. Maybe she gives it to Zelda. Maybe Zelda steals it. This is Gleehawk. This is literally Gleeok from Zelda 1 and Phantom Hourglass, Oracle of Seasons. This is Gleeok. He is back. But with that being said, that's pretty much all I have to talk about today from this trailer. There's so many more things to point out. This trailer was filled to the brim with so much. I can't even cover it in a whole video. If you notice anything in the trailer, anything, your thoughts on the trailer, please let me know. Share them down below. But yeah, I am so excited for Tears of the Kingdom. I am so ready to re-explore Hyrule, this new take on Hyrule, filled to the brim with new things, to see this new story, Link's journey. I hope you are all as excited as I am. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this game, this trailer. What are you feeling? Do you think it will be better than Breath of the Wild? Do you think Tears of the Kingdom will be better than Breath of the Wild? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. I've been Linkachu. Linkachu out.